Charge number 1, misappropriation and misuse of county resources. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor, 1, embezzled county funds through the governor's relatives, 2, withdrew county funds through false claims of payment for supplies and services rendered by the governor's relatives despite being ineligible to tender for or supply goods to the county government. 3, paid full salaries and benefits for over a year to 4 high-ranking county officials despite them not rendering any services to the county. And 4, diverted and misused county resources, including funds and motor vehicles, to support the governor's private charity dubbed Okelea, despite previous promises to keep county operations and Okelea operations separate. Charge number 2, nepotism and related unethical practices. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor, 1, fraudulently represented unqualified relatives as technical team for medical equipment inspection in China. 2, employed 1, Edwin Mutuma Murangiri, a nephew to her husband, in key county positions. And 3, designated her brother-in-law, Nefat Kinywa, as director of external linkages without transparent and competitive recruitment. And lastly, assigned diplomatic duties with engagement with foreign diplomats and dignitaries to unqualified relatives. Charge number 3, bullying, vilification, and demeaning other leaders. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor, 1, excluded the deputy governor from county executive committee meetings and other official functions. 2, engaged in bullying and posted demeaning messages about the deputy governor in WhatsApp groups known as Third Government 012 and County Admin Services, whose membership includes several officers who are subordinate to the deputy governor. 3, encouraged and condoned insubordination and the making of insulting and demeaning public utterances by subordinate staff against the deputy governor and other elected leaders. 4, encouraged and condoned the removal of the deputy governor by junior officers from official county WhatsApp forums. Arbitrarily suspended, dismissed, withdrew, and frustrated staff of the office of the deputy governor. Illegally, irregularly, and fraudulently hounded the deputy governor's staff out of office by purporting to accept their non-existent resignations. Arbitrarily reduced, suspended, and withdrew budgetary facilitations for legitimate operations of the deputy governor's office. Threatened to inflict bodily harm against the deputy governor orally and in a WhatsApp chat. Forcefully broke into and ransacked the deputy governor's office. 10, changed the locks to the said office. 11, arbitrarily relocated the deputy governor's office. 12, arbitrarily withdrew security from the deputy governor's residence. 13, persistently made demeaning public utterances against other elected leaders, despite the same issue featuring prominently in previous impeachment proceedings. 14, made insightful, insulting, and demeaning remarks against other leaders by falsely accusing them of cartelism at a presidential Thanksgiving service held in Lare despite the issue arising in previous impeachment proceedings. And lastly, encouraged, connived, and condoned her husband's insulting and demeaning public utterances and musical performances against other elected leaders despite the issue arising in previous impeachment proceedings. Charge number 4, illegal appointments and usurpation of statutory powers. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor did the following. 1, appointed Kenneth Mwiti Riungu as chief officer without county assembly approval. 2, sent Dr. Nitoiti, CEO of the County Revenue Board, Paul Mwaki, CEO of Liquor Board, Kenneth Kimanthi Mbaye, Managing Director of Meru Microfinance Corporation, and Joseph Kithure Mberia, CEO, Meru County Water and Sanitation Services, on indefinite compulsory leave with full salary and benefits in usurpation of powers of the appointing authorities. 3, deployed other persons to perform the functions of those sent on compulsory leave in breach of a court order. 4, appointed unqualified persons as acting chief officers without the requisite competitive recruitment and recommendation from the County Public Service Board. 5, recruited traffic marshals without involving the County Public Service Board, disregarding the criteria for establishing county officers. 6, usurped the powers of the County Public Service Board by creating traffic marshal officers. 7, employed an excessive workforce of over 100 personnel staff in the governor's office. 8, designated and paid various cleaners as senior support staff, despite already having 16 support staff. And lastly, appointed 4 individuals to hold county offices in an acting capacity for more than 6 months without proper authorization. Charge number 5, contempt of court. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor did the following. 1, grossly violated Article 10 and 73 of the Constitution. 2, Section 7, grossly violated Section 7 of the Leadership and Integrity Act and Section 10 of the Public Officers Ethics Act by engaging in a contemptuous, stubborn refusal to obey lawful court orders. Charge number 6, illegally naming a public road after her husband. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor did the following. 1, grossly violated Articles 10 and 73 of the Constitution and Section 7 and 11(1)(c) of the Meru County Honors and Awards Act 2018 by naming a public road after her husband without following the applicable statutory procedures. Charge number 7, contempt of the Assembly. The particulars of this allegation are that the governor did the following. 1, refused to honor summons from the County Assembly's Secretary Committee on Justice, Legal Affairs and Cohesion to answer questions related to the impeachment motion. 2, directed her Chief of Staff to send a contemptuous letter to the Assembly in response to the summons for her to appear before the Secretary Committee. And 3, through the CC